Black and White Network, we are back with another video for you guys. And Fani Willis, the hits keep on coming, man. The hits keep on coming. Now, Rhodes,
yeah,
we haven't got your take on this whole Fani Willis thing, but when this news started dropping and exploding, I was like, man, more corrupt Democrats, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the guy that she's got involved in this case, he's not even qualified.
No.
He's not qualified at all. He shouldn't even be involved. Imagine this. Because you had an affair with this dude, allegedly, but, you know, there are receipts.
We got the receipts with her name
at this
on
point,
it.
There are receipts.
It ain't really alleged.
You handed him a case involving President Donald Trump. And on top of it, it's kind of like Hunter and Joe. Did you think this stuff was never going to come out? Like when Joe ran for president, did you think the Hunter stuff was never going to come out? I mean, of course this affair was going to come out. I mean, how many private investigators do you believe Trump has on Fani Willis and everybody involved in that case? There's got to be.
Well,
I would have
opinion,
a team of private investigators.
In my opinion, it was really his wife. Remember, they're getting divorced. She's the one that dropped the receipts. It wasn't even.
That's true, but word
she's playing
of
the
the
race
affair
card, though.
was leaking out beforehand.
Right. And Fani Willis is playing the race card, man.
Oh, well, of course she is.
Her only answer to anything is, it's because I'm a black woman. That's not an answer. That tells you right there that she's busted. She really doesn't have a case at all, and it's about to get a whole bunch worse now. So
one of the first things you do in these situations is you start looking at credibility.
Yeah.
And this hurts her credibility badly. All right. And the ability to take anything she's doing seriously. Now, we weren't taking it seriously from the get-go because we know this is a political fiasco, really and truly. But look, like I said, Trump is going to continue to look into every case behind the scenes, anybody involved, and that's what somebody that in his position should be doing. Where is the hook that we can find, pull on, that will unravel this entire thing? And, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's about to get a whole lot worse for Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. Check this out. Fani Willis, Nathan Wade expected to be subpoenaed for alleged affair, financial ties. This man was paid $654,000.
Yeah.
You want to know how much the other attorneys were paid? Because there was like two other law firms. They made like 1/5 of that combined.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Pure corruption.
And it's pretty obvious why he is making so much more.
Yeah, because this guy was doing like traffic cases. He's like a family lawyer. That's it.
Oh yeah, he was nowhere near qualified for a case like this. Nowhere near.
We call this getting kickbacks. You know. It says here, Fulton County DA Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, the special prosecutor and alleged Palomar, hired by Willis in her criminal case against Donald Trump, are among those expected to be subpoenaed after allegations the two have carried on an affair. Wade and a former and current law partner have been told to expect a subpoena to testify at a hearing next month regarding allegations of inappropriate financial ties amid an alleged affair between Wade and Willis, CNN reports. Now, explain this to me. How in the world can they actually explain those receipts? How?
There's no way to explain them.
There is no way, in my opinion.
That's a smoking gun,
That's a smoking gun, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, going to the Caribbean, all these other places, cruise lines.
That is extremely incriminating at this point. I mean,
because have you noticed she has not said that, oh, we don't have a relationship. She's never denied it. Not one time.
Not one time.
Yeah. Willis also is expected to be subpoenaed. The Fulton County judge overseeing Willis's election interference case against Trump called for the February 15th hearing to address claims by Michael Roman, one of Trump's co-defendants that Willis and Wade engaged in an improper romantic relationship and that she mishandled public money. Roman's attorney told CNN, quote, "I think the real issue here is not this relationship. I think it's more about the impropriety of having him on the team and having him present present this to the grand jury and the conflict of interest in the appearance of impropriety. Roman has argued the case should be dismissed due to clear conflicts of interest, he alleges." And I completely agree with this, man. I mean, the allegations anyway are a stretch. A stretch. And I'm not even sure this case is actually going to be heard this year if it actually goes forward.
Well, that's the other thing that's come about with this coming to the forefront is this very likely got pushed way beyond the election now, which is a backfire. That they counted on this messing with the election prior to. Now this is going to get pushed beyond the election, right. I think, anyway.
Right.
So
and this
it's
is
not
the
going
one
to have
case,
the effect they thought it was going to.
Yeah, and this is the one case where Trump couldn't actually pardon himself if he got back in office. But still, how would you actually imprison a sitting president anyway?
Right.
I don't think it would happen.
Well, yeah, and you know, we're finding out that Republicans, especially with these exit polls, et cetera, they're not actual Republicans are not buying any of this in the caucus at all.
And Brian Kemp looks like a moron, a complete moron.
Well, he's a rhino with a capital R.
Man,
you know,
he's getting destroyed on like every post on X.
I'm still trying to figure out why
him out.
People in Georgia seem to like him so much. It's still baffling to me.
Well, maybe after this, they're going to be waking up, man.
I hope so.
Maybe they're going to be waking up. Willis compensated Wade an hourly rate higher than what she paid the state's best credentialed prosecutor on the type of case she had brought against former President Donald Trump. And RICO at that, man. RICO cases, like they're the mob or something.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And we always keep hearing about these fake electors. No. The truth is these were alternate electors if anything was to change. And this has actually happened before. JFK and Richard Nixon. I believe that was actually in Hawaii, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. This is a stretch.
I never believed this was going anywhere anyway. Even before all this came out, I thought this was going to end up being a non-starter. But now that this has happened, I think that just further dilutes Fani Willis's case from having any credibility. And there wasn't any really credibility to begin with. I mean, so many legal experts were coming out talking about this just being a total joke.
Yeah, and the reason why this case has even been brought up is because of January 6 records from the federal government, that committee. Yeah. And they destroyed records. And you're going to get Trump on that?
That's going to end up being something, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is nuts right here, man.
Yeah.
That's completely nuts right there, man. And I believe it's actually going to be on TV, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be like televised.
Oh,
she's going to have to get out of her safe space in the black church. You know, she wasn't going to get any criticism. And what's up with all of these Democrat politicians, man, going into the black church, talking politics and stuff like that? I thought you weren't supposed to be doing that.
It happens all the time now.
Yeah,
it happens all the time now, and. You know,
Trump was actually brought into a church, I think 2019 or something like that, and they stopped him from saying something. Or maybe that's when he was actually campaigning against Hillary. I don't remember exactly. He's like, oh, okay.
Well, you know, there's various, and you can look around out there, there's various pastors and reverends that are now, they've made themselves experts in going into the black church and preaching Marxism inside the black church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kid you not. That's like their thing. They're brought
Marxism
in to give, like,
is against God, man.
Yeah.
Karl Marx the way he said you destroy everything, you get rid of God. Don't believe in God. That's why the Soviet Union, no religion whatsoever. China, no religion whatsoever. Destroy the family. I mean, this stuff got to stop, man.
Kill
These
the nuclear
fake
family.
fake preachers behind the pulpit, man. Frauds. I would never attend that church that Fani Willis was in. Was that the same church that Joe Biden was into? I don't even remember. Liz
it might
Cheney
have
was
been.
in one
I didn't think about
last
that.
week too. Liz Cheney showed up in one last week to bash Trump.
I mean, what are you doing in there exactly? Why are you there
Yeah.
to talk politics?
Yeah, that was on Martin Luther King Day. But the thing is, man, these Democrats, man, remember MLK was about equality. These people want equity, Marxism.
Judge people by the content of your character and not by the color of your skin.
Yeah. Wow. But
He would be losing it over
Yeah.
what's going on with
Exactly.
race relations in this country right now.
Yep.
It's so against everything that man believed in.
Yep. Gonna leave it right there, guys. Let us know what you think about this in the comments section. We'll be back with another video. Till then, peace. We're out.
Till next time.